So last week marked the launch of the highly anticipated title Cyberpunk 2077. We got the game, people have played it, while others have attempted to play it only to have been met by a barrage of bugs and glitches. It's not been the smoothest of launches, or end of development cycles for that matter, with the game being victim to several delays this year. That said, today we'll be looking at 15 facts about Cyberpunk 2077 you should know about. Number 1. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person RPG developed by CD Projekt Red. This is the team that brought us the massively popular Witcher trilogy, so if this game is anything like that, we know we're in for a treat. The game is set in a futuristic neon dystopian hellscape known as Night City, with plenty of bright lights, guns, gangs and a myriad of unsavoury characters and events for us to sink our teeth into. The game is based on a pen and paper tabletop role-playing game of the same name that was released in 1998. In fact, it's a sequel and the latest instalment in the series that consists of 4 preceding versions: 2013, 2020, V3.0 and Red. Number 2. Huge development. The game is huge and in fact runs off of its own engine known as Red Engine 4, which was developed by a team of approximately 500 people. Due to the pandemic currently dominating the world, which I'm sure you're aware of, unless you've been living in some kind of COVID-free box somewhere out in Antarctica or on the moon or something, meant a lot of work in the final stages of development needed to be done at home by staff. This resulted in over 700 workstations needed to be shipped to employees, which I'm sure cost a pretty penny. Number 3. Subject to delays. The game's development was subject to multiple delays, and as a result the internet has not been short on memes on the matter. The original trailer for the game was released on January 10th, 2013, and the original release date was April 16th, 2020. This got moved back to September 17th though, then again to November 19th, before finally being launched on December 10th, 2020, to a slew of reports from gamers of bugs and glitches. It's safe to say that the development process towards the end did not go as originally planned, though hopefully these issues can be resolved by the team with some upcoming patches for the game. Number 4. Game length. The game is approximately 15 to 20 hours in length when talking about the main storyline. However, this doesn't mean that there isn't plenty of content for you to sink your teeth into. The game also includes numerous types of side missions such as car racing, hacking, boxing, as well as multiple endings, giving it plenty of replayability and hopefully keeping it fresh for many more hours outside of the campaign. Number 5. Fully customizable. You play as a character known as V. V is a mercenary who lives and works in Night City. They will be completely customizable even down to the minute or not so minute details on body parts. These are body parts we can't really mention here on YouTube, but I'll let your imagination fill in the gaps. You can choose between 2 genders, with the game playing out the same regardless of what you pick. However, your choices when customizing V, such as what clothes you wear, will have a direct effect on the world. This will change how people speak to you, true to the original tabletop game rules, as they state that what you look like is what you are. Number 6. Choosing your backstory. When you start your campaign, you have the choice of 3 different backstories, or life paths as they're known in the game, which affect your starting location and the missions you'll be playing going forward. These include Nomad, which starts you out in the Badlands, Street Kid, which sees you running the streets in Night City, and Corpo, which has you trying to climb the corporate ladder. Number 7. Player classes. You also have the ability to choose different classes for your character. These can be changed throughout the game and aren't permanent. The 3 classes are Solo, Netrunner and Techie. Solo is great for those who like to go all Leroy Jenkins and get stuck in and just shoot and punch things. Netrunner for those more inclined for a stealthy approach, and Techie specialises in weapon and gear upgrades. Number 8. Weapon choices. There are 4 types of weapon in Cyberpunk 2077 that you can wield. These are power weapons, which are projectile-based bullet shooting guns like we have in the current day. Tech weapons, which fire electromagnetic ammunition and can be charged for dealing greater damage. Then we have smart weapons, which support guided bullets that track down enemies for those who can't be bothered or struggle with aiming, not like me. Finally, we have melee weapons such as swords and spiked baseball bats.
Number 9.
Brain dancing. In Cyberpunk 2077, you have the ability to do what is known as brain dancing. This is a technique that allows you to access memories of either your own making or that of other people's. The game uses this mechanic to drive plot and allow the player to see historical events as well as help them with investigations.
10.
Based on a real city. Night City is actually based on a real place. Apparently, inspiration for the fictional metropolis came from Morro Bay in California, while the looks and aesthetics were inspired by Blade Runner.
Number 11.
Gang warfare. Cyberpunk's world is full of gangs and nomad groups. Gangs can be encountered in the city and include 6th Street, Moxies, Tiger Claws, Scavengers, The Animals, Valentinos, Maelstrom, and the Voodoo Boys, while nomads can be encountered in the Badlands, consisting of Wraiths and Aldecardos, who are constantly at war with each other.
Number 12.
Vehicle inspiration. Most of the vehicles in Night City are based on the 80s and 90s templates from designer Marcello Gantini, who is well known in the industry for designing cars such as the Porsche 911 Roadster, the Jaguar Piranha, and the Alfa Romeo Carrabbo. The game also includes motorbikes which are based on bikes from the company Arch Motorcycles, which is owned by none other than Keanu Reeves.
And never will be. The power to do anything.
13.
Keanu Reeves.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking!
Talking about Keanu Reeves, the Hollywood superstar lends not only his bike company, but also his face, voice and performance to CD Projekt Red in their latest installment to the franchise as Johnny Silverhand, the guitar-playing lead vocalist of the band Samurai, as well as being an ex-US military vet and terrorist.
Number 14.
Cut features. There were some features that were cut from the game and never made it into the final version, despite being teased to fans throughout the development process. Acid rain and pollution were omitted from the dynamic weather system, which would see NPCs running to get out of the rain. Not only that, the 2018 demo showcased at E3 briefly showed wall running as a mechanic, which was removed for design reasons as well as rideable subway trains.
15.
Multiplayer incoming. While at launch the game only supported a single player story mode, multiplayer is set to make an appearance. The Polish company have said that after releasing some free DLC and some other single player content, they plan on throwing in some multiplayer action. However, we will potentially have to wait until 2022 to see this. And with that, we wrap up this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to keep up to date on upcoming videos, or hit me up on Twitter at GamingLudology. Bye for now.